Good evening, garden friends. You know what, like I said, with gardening, there's always a monkey wrench that gets thrown in. For today's Tuesday's tutorial, I'm improvising, for the simple fact that, sometimes you depend upon suppliers to bring you the things that you need, and they don't always do it. But today I am going to be talking a little bit about houseplants because, you can garden inside or outside. Some people find gardening inside to be a little bit more manageable, but I just wanted to share with you guys some of the plants that I do have in my home. And I do try to find like unique plants and do my research on them to make sure that I do everything I possibly can to make sure that they are successful. So come along with me and take a walk through my home and look at some of my house plants. Okay, so this is a newly acquired plant. It's in the cactus family. I don't know the name of it, but isn't that gorgeous? It's definitely prickly, if that's a real word. And these are some of my plants. This plant here is almost 10 years in the making. And the sad part about it is, while I love plants and house plants, I don't always know the name of them, and partly because I really didn't get interested in them to take the time to get their names. But for the new plants that I've gotten, I put little name tags on it. But these are my little succulents. Look at this. Look how cute the little curly leaves are. And then this is a panda plant. Isn't that adorable? I love it. And this is another one, which I don't know the name of it. So I apologize for you beginners. I just started to buy plants and then just went crazy. And then this here is a Bellum altera. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And then that's just your normal succulent. I don't know the name of it, but I was doing some research. You see how it's sort of like stretching out? So I need to be changing that up. And this is my beautiful peace lily plant. This too is almost 10 years old. And then let's go over here. This is another plant that I don't know the name of it, but I'm gonna try to find the names of it and put it on the front, because these were plants that a gentleman was just giving them away, and I just liked the way it looked. Here's my cactus, and I love cactus because they are the low maintenance plants on this earth. And then I have my pothos plant, that this was actually a clipping that I took off maybe about 3 months ago, and it's doing really well. And then I have another one. This is, hold on, let me get I was tagging these. This is another pothos plant that is just so healthy. I love that. This here is my ZZ plant, and let me tell you guys, my daughter gave me a clipping, and this was just one, and this is probably about a year worth of growth, and these guys are so resilient. Just really, really nice. These are some other plants that I have. This here is called, I got the tag for this one somewhere in here. At least I thought I did. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. This is called a Cling on Samantha ficus. And I so love variations in the leaves, some more of my succulents. And these guys were like, they broke off and I just replanted them. And then I forget the name of this, but I just so love those beautiful colors. But like I said, I'm going to see if I can identify these plants and put the names up, because like I said, they're very low maintenance plants, and I just replanted that one because it had grown out of the initial planter it was in. Okay, this is another plant. It's in the succulent family. I thought I had a tag on it, but it is just so pretty, and it has grown really nicely. Okay, and this is called, hold on, let me pull, Skin de Lapis. But isn't that pretty? Look at the coloring on those leaves. It's so very pretty. And then I have another peace lily. And then guys, they get these gorgeous flowers that start off green and then they turn white. And plants are just so good to have in the house. And then this is another unique one. It is called a Moon Valley Friendship Plant. And the texture on this guy, and you can see all the new growth that it has on it. And then of course, that's an empty container that I need to put a plant in. And then this is a Francis Ivy that it wasn't doing too well. I've moved this guy around a couple times, but it seems like this is a good spot for him. Okay, and this is another cactus. And you can see on the tips, I do believe those turn into flowers. I don't know, but it was on clearance and I liked the way it looked. So I went ahead and got it. And then, oops, hold on, let me turn this light on. Okay, so this is my new one. This is called the Traveling Mistletoe Cactus. Isn't that like so unique, guys? I so love it. And it's small enough for where I have it here in the kitchen. And then you see, you can bring in outdoor plants into the house. This here, my garden buddy had brought them over, and I'm in the process of propagating these. Now the leaves will get cut, the flowers will get cut off in a couple of days. And you see how the leaves are cut in half. And what that does is it allows the energy to help start building roots so that I can propagate these. This here, I have been hunting for this one forever, and she had it in her garden. And last year she gave me a clipping, but it didn't make it. This is called a Little Honey. Look at that chartreuse color. And I have the ideal spot for it. And the good thing is she gave me, looks like about 5 clippings. So even if I just get one, that'll be nice. And then this is a little quick fire. And like I said, I will cut the flowers off in a couple of days, so. And then I too dry my hydrangeas. So let's go upstairs. Okay, this here is called a Slenderlina. Looks so pretty. And then I have a couple of hanging. That's a fern. Over here. This is actually called a Montana fern. And wow, it's doing really well. And usually I don't do well with at least the outside ferns, but this guy is doing really well. And then I have a cluster of succulents here. a mixture that I too got those off of the clearance section. And then this here is a yellow paleo. Look at that. I just so love that color. It's just so pretty. And then some more succulents. And then I don't think this is in the cactus family because it got like prickers on it, but then it gets this really pretty thin flower on it that has white petals. And then I do have this in the bathroom. It is called a Rububia wax plant. And it is so nice and it's doing really well. Oh, other than that little stinker, it's broke off. But it was little when I got it. And that's what I like. I like to get plants when they're small. And then I have this ivy, which is called a mini Adam ivy. It wasn't doing too well where I had it, so I'm kind of hoping with the humidity from the bathroom, it will end up doing well. Now the good thing about houseplants, yeah, you can move those guys around, unlike, you know, the outside garden, unless you have them in containers. And very low maintenance, you know, that's what I try to get. I try to get plants that are low maintenance but still add beauty, you know, to your home. Like I said, I'm gonna try to find all the names of the plants that I did not have and post them up on the photo. And this is the thing, you know, a lot of times, you know, people will get houseplants and they think, oh, just put one of those feeders in it and it's good to go. No, depending on the type of houseplant you have, you know, you need to be making sure that you are changing out the soil as the plants get bigger, to thin them out and put them into bigger plants so that they don't get root bound. You know, there's a lot of plants that end up growing really, really fast. And if you don't put them in the right size of containers, your plants aren't going to be able to flourish as well as they do. So that is my Tuesday's tutorial. Hopefully by next Tuesday I will have my supplies in and we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner and you have a wonderful evening.